Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Niners coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Lance. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Running left, Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. The Lance going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Ritchie. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second down, another run with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. To Allen on the dump off. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Hill. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It got his man complete. All the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Denver. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Space to run past the 20. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Ritchie. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the 49ers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Mix the score.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Ritchie. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 32. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. This pass caught by Hamler. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 5.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. He'll check this one down to Taylor.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Lance going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute, 3rd.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Ritchie, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, Ritchie. He's going to be out of what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. switch it up here and look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when the ball came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted by Asante Samuel Jr. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kevin Farley. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers 13.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the answers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, it's going to be a foot or so short. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense get this drive underway. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they have the football, and it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good.
They give it off here to the tight end. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass. And good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All options and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their route.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. What can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance, he's got it complete to Waddle. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Lance again. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Pass complete to Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One final try now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the work, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season,